Hey YouTube, it's Prep for Life, and I got something special for you today. So I was out of the store and I came across this bad boy right here. This is the Lifetime 55 quart high performance cooler. I like the look of it, and more importantly, I like the price. These things you can usually find under $100 for a 55 quart high performance cooler. That's pretty phenomenal. There's a lot of things that I really liked about this. You've got the Grizzly certification. I feel like these latches are really easy to use because you're not, having to use all your strength to get it up underneath. You're just gonna pull it up and take it down. And even with that, it still has the Grizzly certification. You get your lock with a built-in bottle opener. I mean, it's just all around looks good. So I thought it might be a good time for another one of our cooler showdowns. This time we've got the Ozark Trail coming in at 52 quarts, the Lifetime at 55 quarts, and of course the Yeti has weird sizes. They're always a little too big and a little too small, so I got the 65. Because of the size differences between them, just like with some of our previous ones, I've opted to use the exact same volume of ice. So each of these got two 20-pound bags, or 40 pounds in total. What we're gonna do is leave them out here in the sun. We've got some decent weather. We're gonna be, probably in the 80s here within the next week. Each of these is boasting a 7-day time frame for keeping ice fresh. We're gonna put that to the test. So stick with me and let's get going. Now, I have specifically not pre-chilled any of these coolers. That's not something I typically do when I'm taking these out, so I figured might as well be fair with the test. I'm trying to keep things as standard as possible. They're going to be right here within the same area here in the back, receiving the same amount of sunlight, temperature, and we're going to see how they do. Now, when it comes to features, obviously, you guys are familiar with the Ozark. We've done a video on that in the past. You're still looking at like $130, I think, for this 52 quart. Over here, obviously you're looking at just under $100. So this is definitely the price leader, but I definitely like the options that come with this thing. Very, very similar to the Ozark in terms of some of those features. Again, I really like the latches a whole lot better. I think they're gonna be just better overall. And then here with the Yeti, of course, you guys know Yeti. They're supposed to be the industry leader, but you're looking at, I think on sale I got this thing at like $350. So it's not cheap. It is definitely the most expensive of all of them. We're gonna see if it stands up to the test. Now the Yeti and the Ozark have the wire baskets that come in, kind of sit along the top. I think it's a cool feature, but I think for me it's kind of a nice to have. The Lifetime does not have that built in. And again, given the price, I really don't know that I'm gonna care about that feature. So let's put these guys to the test and see how they do. Okay guys, that's 24 hours. Let's take a look and see how things are going, huh? Here we go. Ozark first. See what we got so far. That's 24 hours down. Not too bad. Okay, looks about the same. I'm not seeing really any huge differences here. Okay. I'm just not seeing a whole lot of difference, guys. We'll, this may take a little while, but so far so good. We'll check back. It's that time of day again. Let's go see how we're doing here on temperature. So, all right, 110, 111. Well, yeah, not bad. I'll make sure I'm not putting in the shade. Yeah, 110. How about this one? Consistently lower, so about 109. And lastly, the Yeti. So, about the same, 109. All right, and let's see how the ice is doing here. Okay. All right, so 48 hours in, and still pretty nice. I like it. A little bit of water, you can kind of see that, right? Here on the sides. overall though, looking solid. Again, it's probably the hardest latch of all of them to do. Okay, let's see how this one's doing. Okay. Same, I mean, hard to tell. I don't see a ton of water down in there. It's down to the bottom. I don't know what that's going to mean for volume though, but so far it looks really, really solid. Looks good. All right, and then lastly, the Yeti. See, for having to stretch these down, it's still not bad on the Yeti for the latch, but okay, that's looking a little bit more like the Ozark Trail. So, in that, you know, still a lot of ice, but I'm seeing the water now. Okay, they're looking really, really similar. If I had to guess, I'd say right now that the Lifetime is doing the best, but we won't know that for sure until we can get down low enough and we can kind of measure the volume that's left. So I'll check back later. All right, we're 72 hours in. Let's take a look and see how our ice is doing. I'm wondering, because it's been hot today, so I'm kind of wondering if we might need to do the measure test here. Here's the Ozark Trail. It's still a good amount of ice. I mean, that's a solid chunk right there. Okay. So we could probably let it go a little longer. Okay. Let's see about the Lifetime. Not bad at all. That's really solid as well. I mean, there's a lot of water, but that thing's not even moving. That's so solid. Holy cow. Okay. All right, and lastly, the Yeti. Let's see what we got. Okay. That's a lot closer to our Ozark Trail. Same thing, it's moving. Yep, kind of breaks apart, just like the Ozark did. Did not happen with the Lifetime. So right now I've got a lot of high hopes for the Lifetime, but we're gonna see what happens. That looks a lot like the Ozark and the Yeti are neck and neck right now. Okay, looks like I thought we were gonna be able to do the ice measurement tonight. We're gonna give it another day and see where we end up tomorrow. Okay, I'll check back with you. So 96 hours in, that is 4 days for those of you keeping track, and let's take a look and see what our ice is doing now. All right, so yeah, we're getting down kind of to the bottom. I mean, there's some solid chunks in there. It's probably enough to measure. Let's see what the other ones are doing though, but that's still holding really, really well. Okay, good chunk of ice in there. Looks like a little bit more than the Ozark Trail, but really can't be sure until we measure it. Okay, about the same as the others, maybe a little bit more than Ozark Trail. Same thing, we could probably measure these and see where we're at. Here we go. Break some of that up because that was really solid. This is going to be a lot of ice, but I'm hoping it'll fit in the bowl. All right, everybody, so I just went and added it up. We were neck and neck. So over here on the Ozark Trail, okay, this one was coming in right at 6 pounds, 3.3 ounces, okay? With the Lifetime, we had some technical difficulty, but we got it all measured up. Lifetime came in at 13 pounds and 3 ounces. The Yeti came in at 13 pounds even. So these two are neck and neck. Lifetime still beat out the Yeti. I don't know if it has anything to do with form factor and the way that it's packed into a kind of a more compact shape. They were all given the exact amount of ice volume. So that kind of tells you over a 4-day period how well it actually tended that ice. These two did exceptionally well, head and shoulders over the Ozark Trail. So that was definitely interesting there. However, the Lifetime is the cheapest of all of these, coming in at under $100. So clearly the best performer is Lifetime. Now, to be honest, you know, lifting all of these together, I'm going to say that Lifetime is going to have the best, most comfortable handles over here on the side, these little rope handles. That's for sure. It has the most comfortable latches. That's also for sure. If you're going to reach underneath though, and you're going to grab, if you're going to grab under here, it's probably the least comfortable though, because it's just a flat surface, as well as this is the one, this Lifetime is not going to give you a basket, okay? And so if the basket is a big thing for you, for me, it doesn't really matter. I don't know that I'd put much in there. It's kind of a nice to have for me. I just want the one that performs the best, and here you go. Least amount of money, best performance. Kind of a surprising result. Hope you found this video useful. Please like, share, give us a subscribe if you want to be notified of other videos that we do, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.